the first time I came across this concept of being right and being kind was in 2015 or 16 when I was undergoing a coaching session and I was going on and on about the things that I had gone through and the pain I was going through and the suffering. And then at some point my coach stopped me and she asked me, do you want to be right or do you want to be kind? Of course, that just stopped me in my tracks and I had to think about it. I didn't know what being kind meant. So I automatically answered I want to be right. And it's funny because I have asked a couple of people this question and they automatically have answered that they want to be right. What I've observed is that I and they haven't stopped to think about what being kind even means. They just hear right, they go to right. Why? Because the ego just wants to be right, and you can only give justifications for your current position if you're right? So then I asked her what she meant by being kind, and what she explained was love and ego hardly ever coexist, if at all. Kindness comes from love, whereas ego comes from fear, and fear and love never coexist. So being right and trying to justify a position comes from ego, and that is why the two are separate. You can't be right and kind at the same time, or you can rarely be kind and right at the same time. So what she was trying to get me at was, yes, she could acknowledge the things I had gone through. Obviously, they were real things, and she wasn't overlooking them. And she also wanted me to see that I could acknowledge the pain that I had gone through. But over and above that, not unless I wanted to stay in my pain, which obviously wasn't the case. That is why I was there for coaching. I wanted to go above that pain. She was introducing the new concept of compassion, forgiveness, patience, and love, which is all culminating into kindness. So if I was kind to myself, it was automatic that I was going to be kind to the other person, and then it would translate to me forgiving them, being compassionate to them and to myself, and that would just move me from the place of suffering to a place of love. That's what she was trying to get me at.